The superstar that the New York Knicks have been looking for the entire time may just already be on their team. And yes, I am talking about RJ Barrett, the third overall pick in 2019. The man who we hailed as the next king of New York. He may have finally arrived because RJ Barrett has been balling out all season. He has found his groove. His defense has hit a new level. His shooting is the best it's ever been. His offense in general is the best it's ever been. And he is one of the most efficient players in the NBA. So what's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. My name is Chris, and we are going to jump right into things as we always do. As you know, last night the New York Knicks won a nail-biter game in the NBA's in-season tournament against the Miami Heat. The Knicks winning that game 100-98. Came down to the absolute buzzer when Jimmy Butler attempted a game-winning three that he ended up missing, and the New York Knicks got away with one after having a detrimental third quarter. However, everything was okay, and that is because the Knicks have RJ Barrett. Also, Jalen Brunson and the rest of the team played pretty well also, but I'm talking about RJ Barrett here. If you look last night, RJ had 18 points on 7 for 14 shooting and 7 rebounds. Now, I know what you're thinking. Those are not superstar numbers, Chris. What are you talking about? You are insane. This is clickbait. We hate you. Get out of Knicks Digest. But no, just hang on there for a moment because RJ Barrett has been balling out, and it's been happening defensively. Look at this, guys. Last night, RJ had the entire Miami Heat team in jail. When all Heat players were shooting with RJ as the primary defender, they went 2 for 11. And the real catalyst is Jimmy Butler. The star player on the Miami Heat went 0 for 6 when RJ was guarding him. He could not make a shot. It was incredible to see. Jimmy could not figure out an answer for RJ Barrett. He couldn't muscle through Barrett. He couldn't get around him. RJ was sticking Jimmy Butler. Now, RJ gets up for these Jimmy Butler matchups. There was that time when RJ was very young, when Jimmy Butler started coaching him in the middle of the game during a dead ball. He basically took RJ and said, no, you do this. And RJ's like, okay. And they've gotten in each other's faces a few times. It's all the respect in the world. You can tell that these guys have so much respect for each other, that Jimmy Butler sees something in RJ Barrett. And Barrett wants to show Jimmy that he is absolutely correct, that whatever that star player that Jimmy Butler sees, maybe Jimmy sees a bit of himself in Barrett. Whoever it is, Jimmy believes in him, and RJ likes to prove that. As we saw in last year's playoffs when RJ balled out against the Miami Heat, was unarguably the second best player on the New York Knicks that series outside of Jalen Brunson. And he just absolutely did work offensively, defensively. He was playing within the flow of the game, and he showed that again tonight. He's shown this all season. But to do it against the Miami Heat, the team that made the NBA Finals out of the Eastern Conference last year, the team that eliminated the New York Knicks in the second round of the playoffs last year in a 4-2 series, which I would have just loved to see had Julius Randle been healthy, guys. Had him not having that ankle injury, not needing surgery, not playing on a bum ankle. Ooh, that could have been a different series. The Knicks could have been playing Boston, and we know who beat Boston. Miami Heat. So you never know what could have happened. Am I saying the Knicks could have made the finals had Julius Randle been healthy because they would have had a full healthy roster? Maybe. But also Jimmy Butler was not fully healthy in that Heat series either. We have to be fair. We are not going to be biased on this channel. Well, we are a little bit, but not too much. We're a Knicks channel. We got to be a little biased, guys. You know how it goes. But also, just look here, guys. Barrett's numbers for the game were not jumping out on the screen. But if you look here, in the fourth quarter, Barrett went 3 for 5 from the field with 8 points and hit his only free throw in the fourth quarter. And yes, 2 of those 2 misses that he had were both from 3. 1 for 3 from 3 is fine. He should not have taken 3 threes if he was taking 5 shots for the quarter. It is what it is. He still had a great quarter, played great defense. Then obviously also just a little add-in right there is that Jalen Brunson balled out because that's what Jalen Brunson does in the clutch. And also that fan did say that this is embarrassing. So Jalen obviously locked in and hit that new level, which was just tremendous. But guys, RJ Barrett has been balling out all season. This is nothing new what we're seeing. We're seeing a motivated RJ Barrett that's playing within the flow of the game. He's not forcing things. He's shooting well. His jump shot, he's confident in it. It's going down. It looks smooth. He's not hesitant to shoot the ball. RJ is playing like a man possessed. This man wants to win, and he wants to force the Knicks to win. He has been the biggest consistency outside of Mitchell Robinson with the New York Knicks all season. And Mitch did not have the best game. He probably had the worst game of his season last night because he got into early foul trouble. Bam got to him, which obviously sucks to see. But every time RJ Barrett's on the court, outside of when he was coming back from the migraine and he looked just exhausted, just probably still messed up a little, not fully healthy, RJ has been the man, guys. He has been incredible. He has just been unbelievable. Take a look at his stats for this season. He's averaging 20.5 points per game. He's shooting 46% from three, 46% from the field. From the free throw line, he is shooting 84%. He's getting 3 assists also. He is just balling out. Also 4 rebounds, nothing to sneeze at there when you're on a team with Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson, who both pull in a lot of boards. Barrett has been awesome all season long. We know that. We know that RJ's been great. But I don't know if you guys know how great RJ Barrett has been. Because if you look here, we already saw that. If you look right here, in the highest individual net rating in the NBA this season with a minimum of 30 minutes per game played, RJ Barrett is number 1 in the NBA. He has a plus 15.3 net rating. The guys below him, as you can see here, number 2, Devin Booker, who has been an unbelievable player for the Phoenix Suns. I think many people would say either him or Anthony Edwards is the best shooting guard in the NBA. You got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who for my money is arguably the best point guard in the league. I'm not going to say he's better than Steph Curry, but he could be second. Shai has been amazing this year. He's on the MVP ladder. Derek White, who we all know is just efficient as it gets, an elite defender, just the perfect role player for your team, someone who would have a net rating like that in a group of stars. Anthony Edwards, who we know is a budding superstar, and then Jason Tatum, who is not a budding superstar. He is a superstar. RJ is in a list of elite company right here, and he has constantly put himself in these lists of elite company throughout his entire career, especially this season. He has just been unbelievable. He's playing efficient basketball. That was always the big thing with RJ was, can he be more efficient? The answer is yes. Guys, RJ is shooting 46% from 3 this season. You guys saw him last season. When RJ shot through, we were like, uh-oh. Look, guys, look at the season before here. Look at the season right before, 31% from 3. Who, of everyone in the NBA, when you shoot the exact same amount of threes per game this season prior, who takes that leap from 31% from 3 to 46? Whose three-point percentage goes up by 15% in one season when you haven't changed the amount of three-pointers that you are shooting? That is unreal by RJ Barrett. He has broken out completely. He has become the efficient player that we all knew that he could be. And he might just be the superstar that the New York Knicks have been looking for, if you ask me. Because of all of this, I don't think that the New York Knicks should even consider trading RJ. I think you trust RJ and believe that he could become the superstar. And now if you're going to make a trade, we have to look at things a little differently because RJ obviously has that contract that you can make in a trade for a star. Despite the fact that he does have a poison pill contract, and since like 2009, the only player to get traded on one of those is Devin Harris, and there's been like 160 of those contracts out there. So RJ's probably not getting traded away while he's on the poison pill contract already, but especially with the way he's playing, the Knicks should not think about trading him. He should be basically untouchable. I say basically because there's obviously exceptions, like players like a Luka Doncic or someone, but Luka's not available. The Mavericks are playing great, so it doesn't matter right now. And I really just think that RJ Barrett is the future star forward that the New York Knicks have been looking for this entire time. He plays great defense. He's showing an adaptability to learning how to shoot off the dribble. He's hitting his threes. He has no holes in his game right now. The biggest hole in RJ Barrett's game is still that shot creation, but it's getting better. It's not like he hasn't worked on it at all. We're seeing improvement in his game slowly but steadily. Basically every year RJ's been in the league, we've seen him improve on something new. And now it's just all coming together. It's all clicking. He's having that great defense and that great offense together, which we have not seen RJ fully been able to do until this year, and it has been unbelievable to watch. And I think now if you're the New York Knicks and you're looking to make a trade, I think you're still listening to what Scott Perry said, and you're going for a forward hopefully more of a small forward, have RJ go to the 2, but you're looking for a star wing who can create their own shot because you have an elite defender in RJ Barrett who can guard the best player on a championship team, as we're looking at right here. Once again, Jimmy Butler, 0 for 6. Jimmy Butler was the best player on a team that went to the NBA Finals last year, and RJ Barrett put him in jail. RJ has done well against Jason Tatum all year. The man who was battling Jimmy in the Eastern Conference Finals in a series that went to 7. Also, one of the weirdest series of all time, that they come back from 3-0 and then the tie and then they lose. Whatever. It is what it is. Who cares? That's not the Knicks. What I'm saying is that RJ Barrett is showing an ability to guard the best players in the Eastern Conference, and it has been happening when it matters most. And I do not know why he is not matched up with these guys more often. We're seeing Quentin Grimes on him. I want to switch that around. I don't think Grimes is big enough to guard a guy like Jimmy Butler or Jason Tatum. And Josh Hart, just no disrespect to Josh Hart, because he's a great defender. He's not the defender that RJ Barrett is this year. RJ Barrett has been a better defender. He should be the one guarding Jimmy Butler and just putting down the clamps on him the same way that he did to Jason Tatum. It's so exciting to watch RJ Barrett play. And now if you're the Knicks, I think what you need to do is you need to explore trading Quentin Grimes or Emmanuel Quickley or something like that and pairing them with Evan Fournier's deal if you want to trade for a star wing. But here's the thing. I don't think this would be the season to do it because the only star wings available right now are Zach LaVine, who we all know is not going to come to the Knicks because of the clutch CAA stuff that we've talked about a million times, or DeMar DeRozan, who just isn't a three-point shooter, so it doesn't really help the Knicks. I don't think the Knicks need another mid-range inside guy when they have Brunson, who obviously is a great three-point shooter, but, you know, he's more of an inside scorer. RJ Barrett, who you could say the same thing about, and then Julius Randle, who his main aspect of scoring is within the mid-range or the paint. Sure, he shoots threes, but he's more of an inside scorer than anything else. Mitchell Robinson doesn't really shoot. That would make the Knicks a pretty bad shooting team, so I don't think DeRozan would make sense either. I think the Knicks should hold off and wait and see what happens with RJ Barrett before they make a drastic move. Because right now, whatever happens with the New York Knicks' future is so dependent on RJ Barrett being the X factor. What is RJ going to become? Is he going to continue to improve and be a two-way all-star in this NBA for the next 10 years? Or is he just going to be a solid player? If he becomes that two-way all-star, the Knicks got just what they need, especially if he can add in some shot creation. And then the New York Knicks are set, and RJ Barrett could be the key to unlocking a New York Knicks team that, along with Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson, and potentially Grimes, Quickley, and all them, and Josh Hart and DiVincenzo, down the line, could be going or getting very close to an NBA Finals appearance. And once you make the Finals, it's anyone's game. So, guys, oh man, it's getting exciting. I cannot wait to see RJ Barrett's season continue. It has just been thrilling to watch. So make sure you guys are tuning into Knicks Digest. We are going to keep you guys updated on what's going on with all New York Knicks stuff. But that's all I have time for today. So have a great day, guys. Happy Saturday. Thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me. And remember, go New York Knicks.